queenies and my guides, it's me, Simply Remii, and I'm back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the 10 ways to know that your man is cheating on you. And similar to myself, I have been cheated on quite a few times, you know what I mean? And it's a very, very devastating, emotional time, and it's very hard to navigate your way once you've been cheated on. You know what I mean? And if I can give my personal 10 tips to help a woman know if her man's cheating on her, yes or no, in the relationship, I'm going to be doing that, because I'm going to spare you heartache, I'm going to spare you time wasted, I'm going to spare you fucking all these emotions and all this. I'm just going to spare all of that, okay? Because it's not a good thing to go through, and once your emotions are really invested in it, it can just bring you anywhere, you know what I mean? Before we get into it, I just have to big up myself because I made this wig. If you guys are wondering, if you're like, oh my god, look at this red. Yes, honey, this is a 16-inch closure, 3 18-inch bundles, and I constructed, okay, hold up, I bleach tinted, toned the closure. I friggin' bleached the hair and dyed the hair. What else? I constructed the wig and I plucked it, and you know, so this is just a lace closure wig, and I'm so in love with it. But anyways, yes, if you guys ever want a wig done, just hit me up. All right, anyways, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want you guys to be fully engaged in it. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back, you know what I mean? 2020, let's get it popping. And yeah, this year I really want to focus on engaging with my my subscribers. I'm like, what do I call you guys? But I don't want to be rude, so yeah, so my subscribers. So anyways, let's get into it. Mind you, with what I'm about to read, all of this is from like personal experience and the things that I have noticed when I was in my relationship, and you know, the signs and or the, what would I call it? Yeah, like the 10 kind of signs or warning signs to know that my man was cheating on me. So it's called it a, hold on. Anyways, the first tip, I'm going to read from my book, because don't worry, I got you guys. Shit like this you have to write down, because you cannot just make up things at the top of your head and just be like, oh yeah, I remember. No, we're not doing that. So I'm going to read from my book. So the first tip would be that he's constantly calling you to see what you're doing. In the very, very beginning, I used to think that shit was cute. I was like, oh my god, my man's always calling me, he wants to see what I'm doing, he misses me, he wants to spend time with me, you know what I'm saying? He's making effort to call me. That means I must be running on his mind all day. But if it comes to a point where it shifts from saying, hey, you know what, this is cute, my man, it's cute, my man's calling me, to, okay, why is he calling me so much? It's raising concern for you, when you're like, it's not becoming a problem, but it's, you have noticed that it's been brought to your attention. So I feel like, personal experience once again, that when my man was calling me all the time, it was more so calling me to be like, hey, what are you doing? And it's like, hey, you just called me like 20 minutes ago and I said I was doing laundry. I was doing laundry, so why are you calling again? And it's like, oh, you know, I'm just calling to see you how gone, like, you know. And it's just like, okay, babe, I'll talk to you later. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then he calls you, I don't know how long, if this is the case, how long after he's done having sex, he'll call you back again. And it's like, what? Why are you calling me so frequently? You know what I mean? And that goes to show that he's calling you before he has sex with somebody and after he has sex with somebody, because he's calling you to see where your state of mind is, to see what you're doing, to see, you know what I'm saying? So he can kind of clear his conscience to be like, okay, you know what? I called my girl. She said she's doing laundry. You know, that's going to keep her occupied for a little bit. I'm going to go do my thing, go have my little fun, and you know, once I'm done, I'll call her back to see what she's doing then. Because he's getting guilty to be like, okay, you know what, right now I'm about to go have sex with somebody and I know I shouldn't be, and you know what, since I shouldn't be, let me go see what my girl's doing, because maybe she's doing the same thing. And he just gets caught up in his feelings and gets caught up in his guilt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even say feelings, his guilt, right? So that's the second tip. The second way that you know your man is cheating on you is by when he's always accusing you of the things that he would be doing. So say if, for instance, you're going out to the club, you're like, hey babe, I want to go to the club with Alicia and Amanda or whatever. I'm trying to think of people's names, but I'm not trying to, you know. So so then afterwards, if you're like, yeah, I'm going to the club with my friends, and deep down he doesn't want you to go, and he's like, okay, well, have fun. And then while you're there, he's messaging you the whole time talking about, yo, don't be talking to no men, you know, or whatever the case is. And then say, if you're like, no babe, I'm good, like I'm just chilling with my girls, like there's no problem. And then afterwards, when you come home, you're sober and everything, the next morning he's like, yo, so did you get some guy's number at the club yesterday? Were you grinding up on the next man? Did you go home and go F another, or did you go out and go F another guy last night or whatever? Or did you go and get another guy's number? It's because those are things that he would necessarily do. Sometimes it can be insecurities where you're like, okay, you know what, I have an insecurity within myself where it's just like, I don't like it if my girl goes out and she parties because, you know, I'm insecure that she's going to be attracted to other men. You know what I mean? And I think that is a possibility, most definitely. But I do believe that if you have a partner that you trust, that you love, and that there's loyalty there and there's honesty there, I think there shouldn't be no issues. And there's a clear understanding. That's why you guys need to communicate. But aside from that, like, you know, if he's always talking about, oh, I know that you're effing so-and-so, that you're seeing so-and-so, that you're talking to other men behind my back, that friggin' your girls are hooking you up with other guys. It's like, okay, why would he? What if you're in a healthy relationship? There's no reason your man should be going out of his way to be like, yo, I know this is what you're doing, unless he's doing something. I read a post yesterday. So the picture said, cheaters often accuse you of cheating. Listen to this. Cheaters often accuse you of cheating. Liars often accuse you of lying. People that are insecure often place their insecurities onto you. So it said, pay attention, like, who people demonstrate themselves to be to you, that's a reflection of who they are and what they're doing. So if your man is always talking to you saying, yo, I know you're out of the club and you're picking up random guys and you're effing them, or yo, I know that you know, you're talking to other men behind my back, or oh, yo, I know that, you know, whenever you're around me, you put your phone on silent so no other men are calling you. It's like, yo, pay attention to those things, because if you know at the end of the day that you're a good girl, that you're honest, you're loyal, you're trustworthy, and you wouldn't dare disrespect your man and your relationship, then there has to be a cause for warning. There has to be a reason why he's saying all of these things. If he was a man that was secure within himself and he had the same if everything that you had, which was trust, loyalty, and all those I don't know what to call it, but if let's say that's part of the foundation, if that was set in stone between the two of you, then there wouldn't be no reason for him to go and break that up, if you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so let's go on to the number three. Number three is, yeah, so he's constantly putting his insecurities and his guilt onto you. So so he'll say, some examples would be like, so you're really talking to someone better than me? So you're really out here effing another man that can eff me better than you? Or, you know, does he please you like how I do? Or things like that. Or like, you know what I'm trying to say? So basically, for him to be placing his guilt onto you means that he has to be out there doing something. Because as I said, what person or what partner in a healthy relationship would want to feel the need to randomly start problems by saying these things and bringing up assumptions? The one thing that you cannot do in a relationship is assume. And not even in a relationship, in life, you're not supposed to make any assumptions, because when you make assumptions, you start to believe that that's the truth. And then afterwards, that creates more problems, and that creates you to have more suffering. This is something I personally deal with. I always make assumptions, and that's because being cheated on, I couldn't differentiate between the truth and the lie. And sometimes when you're in a relationship and things like that happen, like an infidelity happens, like everything's just embedded into one. Like the truth is in there, the lies are in there, the fucking deception is in there, like the good times are in there. Like there's just a mixture of different things, and sometimes you cannot see things for what it is. And I feel like cheating really messes with your perception, you know what I'm saying? So okay, I hate this one. I hate this one so much. Like this one is not funny. So anyways, he's always hiding his phone. This is broken up to two things, okay? The first thing is he's always hiding his phone. I hate that shit. I don't fuck with it. I don't rate it at all. Like, why is it that every single time you're around me, your phone is on silent, or your phone is in your pocket, or if I'm sleeping over, your phone is under your pillow, or if you know, we're going on a road, you always want to listen to my music instead of your music, because you're deep down afraid that if you connect your phone to the Bluetooth and homegirl calls, I'm in the car listening. So you know what I mean? That stuff's not cute. I don't like it. I hate it. If I'm in a relationship, as I said, with my man, and I trust him, and there's no reason for us or for him to be thinking otherwise, or for me to even be thinking otherwise, there's no reason you should be hiding your phone. If you're on your phone and you're going like this, if I'm right beside you and you're going like this, that means there's something there that you don't want me to see. You know what I mean? And that stuff's not cute. I don't like that stuff. The worst part about it, on top of that, that's why I said it's broken up into two. He's always hiding his phone, and he's asking to go through your phone. He's asking to go through your phone because he knows that if he's trying to find dirt on you, to have a reason to like break up with you, or to start an argument, or to be like, yo, I don't trust you. I see you talking to bare men in your DM. I see guys calling you and texting you, yo, you know what, sometimes they even use that as an excuse to be like, I'm gonna go do it too, when they well know they're doing it anyways. They just want to gain leverage in the situation. They want to gain control in the situation to make it seem like they're on top of it, when they're the ones that are well doing dirty. As he asks to go through your phone, that's his opportunity to go and investigate. You know what I mean? And really and truly, I feel like everybody's entitled to their own privacy when they're in a relationship. And I pay for my phone bill, all right? I pay for my phone bill monthly, so there's no reason for you to be going through my phone, number one. Number two, if I can't go through your phone, do not ask me to go through my phone, okay? Let's get that clear. Number three, if there was real trust in the relationship, neither of you guys would have to go through each other's phone. So, and on top of that, if you feel the need that you need to go through your man's phone because you feel like he's hiding something, chances are that he is. You know what I mean? And as a woman, that's a very unsettling feeling, to feel like anytime you're around him, it's just like, oh my god, like, yo, who's always calling him? There has been personal times for me where like that stuff happened right in front of my face and I ignored it. But I ignored it because I trusted my partner. Like, say if he's kicking it at my house and, you know, he leaves his phone to charge and I'll see so and so calling, I'll be like, okay, you know what, I'm like, it's a girl, but I'm like, maybe it's his cousin, maybe it's his sister, you know, or sisters, or his mom, or whatever the case is, or a co-worker. Like, you know, it's good to have trust in a relationship, but afterwards it just annoys me looking back on it, to know that I had the opportunity to multiple times to slide and answer that phone call, to be like, hello, who is this? Yeah, you're calling for so and so? Okay. Did you know that I'm his girlfriend? Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have taken those opportunities to answer the phone when I seen these people calling, but I didn't, because I had trust. But then it just sucks because that trust was never reciprocated, you know? So yeah, that's another one. The fifth way to know that your man is cheating on you is that he doesn't answer certain phone calls around you. Okay, so the example would be if his side girls are calling him while he's with you, he will go outside and go talk on the phone, or he'll quickly decline that phone call and text the person real quick and be like, hey, you know what, blah, 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 right? Because you know how us girls are. We're like, yo, why aren't you answering your phone? Yeah, he'll go talk on the phone, he will decline the phone. Yep, he purposely isn't on the phone whenever he's around you. So like, if your man's not doing nothing, and if you guys are caught, you guys are kick up watching TV, his phone will be out, unless you guys make an agreement to say, hey, you know what, when we're together, we're not going to be on our phones like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he'll claim that he doesn't want to answer the phone because like it's his mom, it's his cousin. If you're dealing with a hood man, like there's wops that are calling him and he doesn't have nothing on him, so he doesn't want to answer the phone. He doesn't want to go handle business. That's, you know, that's another one. But the number one excuse that I have learned is that family is always the excuse, because you can never go against family. You can never be like, yo, so why aren't you answering your mom calling you? It's like, because I don't want to answer. Don't ask me about my mom, you know, or like whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so for me, any mention of family at that time would give me reassurance or security, because I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I can't get mad at him for not answering his phone call with his cousins and his family. Like, that's whatever. So I'd allow certain things like that. But looking back on it, it's like, nah, it wasn't really your family calling. It was these girls calling, but you would use family as an excuse to get away with it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, take in these little things, and if they actually start to bother you, that most likely that means that something's going on, you know, like cheating on you. So number 6 is that he doesn't want to have sex with you, and this is because his guilty conscience is coming in, because whenever he's having sex with you, he's envisioning him having sex with other women. Okay, so no guy resists sex. No guy turns down the pom pom. Like, no, like, that's not, you know. Like, even me, if I was fiending, I wouldn't turn down dick, but I'm not a hoe. So anyways, so then afterwards, so it's his guilty conscience kicking in. So an example to know this is that, like, if you ask to try new things and in the bedroom, and afterwards he rejects it, it's like, you know, it makes you feel the type of way. You're like, what? You're like, why? I thought you wanted me to do this type of stuff. Now when I'm offering it to you, you don't want it. It's like, Okay. It's like say if you're like, hey babe, I want to start, you know, trying to give you head, and afterwards he's like, stay, because not every girl is like that, not every girl is comfortable with their sexuality like that, and not every girl wants to try it, you know. So but the generation we live in now, boy, I mean, I don't know, everybody wants to go so good. But yeah, if you're like, hey babe, I want to try, and he's like, nah, not this time, maybe next time, it's just like, it's like, what? And then it makes you feel a type of way. If you've never done it before, you're just like, why wouldn't you? So then you start to think, to be like, you know what, maybe he doesn't want it from me because I'm not experienced enough, or, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying. And it kind of worsens your insecurities, or it can cause insecurities for you. You know, you try to initiate, another example is you try to initiate sex, and he turns it down, and it's you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not a good feeling. Like, for me personally, like, it would suck, because when you're pregnant, you're horny as fuck, like, you're super horny, and it would suck for me because I'd be like, yo, I want to have sex, and then afterwards it's like I couldn't get my sex because it's like I was getting rejected, and it was just like, it's just like annoying. It's just like, how is that possible? I'm like, I'm at my horniest in my life, and you need to tell me I can't have sex? That's messed up. So, you know, or like if you guys do end up having sex, it's a quickie, and it's just like, okay, it's you know, let's just hurry up and get it done, and that's not good, because you want to be able to connect with your man. And sex, the way I'm viewing sex right now, is literally like a spiritual exchange. It's not, before I used to be like, okay, yeah, this is lit, like, you know, sex is lit. Now I look at it like, no, it's you're transferring energies now. You're connecting with somebody on a deeper level. You guys are doing something simultaneously and connecting on such a deep level. So I don't look at it as, oh, we're just having sex, you know. That's why I can't go around and do that with any and everybody, because I'd rather not. So but yeah, like, I remember for one time I was in a relationship, and I was asked what my body count was. From there I'm like, nah, that's a red flag. I don't know how I didn't leave at that time, but when that person asked me, I was like, what do you mean you're asking me what the hell my body count is? I'm in a relationship with you, and we're well into the relationship, so isn't this a question you should have asked me before we got together? And it's not even like this person hasn't asked me that before, but to ask me at that specific moment when we're having sex what my body count is, that turned me the hell off, because I'm like, no, I'm like, something's going on here. Like, this is not cute now. Like, why are you asking me that? Why are you choosing now to ask me? That means you're guilty of something, you know. So that shit was a super turn off. Another thing that I would add to that if he's friggin' asking you during sex, hold on, if he's asking you during sex, like asking you questions during sex, it's because when you're having sex, you're in a very vulnerable position, you know what I'm saying? Literally, like, you're in a very vulnerable you're in a vulnerable position, and you know, some guys use that to their advantage to be like, yo, so she can be submissive to me right now. She can give me any answer I want to right now. You know what I'm saying? Because if she's not answering, I'll just F her harder. Like, it's like I'm not acting it out. Never mind. I was gonna act it out, but it's just like, you're doing your thing, and then afterwards she's like, yo, babe, so does he fuck you like this? And then afterwards it's just like, what? And then you're like, no. No, he's like, are you sure? You're like, no, like, you know what I mean? But it's just like or sometimes you can get caught slipping. You can call another man's name while you're having sex, or vice versa. So it's like they try to use you when you're in that state to ask you these questions, because they know you're vulnerable. So number seven to know that your man is cheating on you is he's so quick to end the relationship over absolutely nothing. I feel like conversations about ending the relationship only need to be brought up when there are serious problems going on in the relationship. You guys are no longer connecting, you guys are no longer happy, you guys no longer like being around each other. That's when those conversations need to be had. But to bring those conversations out of the blue is like, hey, no, like, you're looking for an easy way out. What the hell did you do? Why is it that you're so quick to leave the relationship, especially when I'm so invested in it? Why are you just so quick to cut it? Stuff like that's whack. So number 8, he's claiming to always be with a family member. So like, say if as soon as he leaves you, you're like, hey babe, Jamal's gonna come and pick me up. You're like, okay, fine. You're like, I'm fine. He's with his nigga. I'm not. Or sorry, he's with his friend, or he's with his cousin, or sorry, yeah, he's with his family member, he's with his cousin, he's with his brother, he's with his uncle or whatever. You're like, you don't feel no ways, you don't feel intimidated as long as it's not no female. So from then afterwards, you just continuously notice, oh, Jamal's always calling, Jamal's always calling, you're always going to Jamal's house, you're always sleeping over at Jamal's house, you're always going on road with Jamal, you're going out of the country with Jamal. Is there really a Jamal? Or is there a Felicia today? Which one is it? You know? So that stuff is not cute. It used to annoy the hell out of me when it's just like, oh, hey, like I left my keys at Jamal's house. Oh, word? Oh, okay. Okay. That's why Jamal got my number, right? Okay. Claiming they have your keys. Okay. Yeah, so basically he replaces the girl's name with a family member's name. Okay. So number 9, the 9th way to know that your man is always cheating on you is that he is always lying about the little things. So say for example, you know, you guys are supposed to go out to dinner or something and you're like, babe, okay, be here for 7:30, like we have reservations for 8 o'clock. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, I'll be there. And then, you know, 8:45 comes and you're like, hey, so where the hell are you now? Because this is not funny now, like our reservations are past gone. And he's like, oh, you know, I fell asleep. And you're like, I spoke to you at 6:55. What are you talking about? You fell asleep. What are you talking about? You fell asleep when we have reservations in an hour and you're supposed to be here for 7:30. What are you talking about? Like stuff like that is stupid as fuck. Don't try that with me. Like he's lying about the little things, why he didn't answer his phone. He's lying about his whereabouts and what he's actually doing. He's lying about, you know, if you guys made arrangements and he's always late. Because you know what I'm saying, most likely, or say for example, if this is another annoying one, is if you guys you were just calling him, he answered, you literally call him right back because you forgot to tell him something, get his phones off. It's like, word, I was just talking to you. And then when you speak to him again, you're like, yo, so why is it that your phone is off? Oh, you know, my phone died, but he well turned off his phone. Like things like that, pay attention to, bro. Because as I said, like if you are in a healthy relationship and you're communicating with your partner, there's no reason for things like that to just go under the rug. There needs to be communication at all times, so that there's no misunderstandings and that there's no miscommunication, because that's where the problem starts, right? You know, another one is if he's always lying about his body count, girls he's been with, if he's talking to other girls or girls that he cut off, like things like that. Those are things that you don't even lie about. But I know I said it's lying about the little things, but yeah, I feel like if you first start talking to somebody, these are things you need to know. I feel like people just underestimate real relationships nowadays. Number 10 ways to know that your man is cheating on you is he doesn't reassure you or give you security about other women. So, but he expects the opposite. So like say for instance, if he's on social media, all of his social media accounts has thousands, hundreds of women, half naked women, and you're like, yo, and you bring it up to him to be like, hey babe, like I'm not comfortable with the fact that you have thousands of women on social media that are half naked. Like what's going on? Do you know these women? Are these celebrities? Like what is it? You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, yeah, I know a couple of them. And you're like, okay, well there's 1,000 on there, so do you know a couple thousand, or do you know like a 1, 2? And then if you're like, babe, like I'm not comfortable with it, like I feel like they could be a threat to our relationship, can you, you know, you shouldn't even ask him, can you do something about it? That's not a man I would want to be with, because that means you're surrounding yourself, or you're putting yourself in fire to like give into temptation. You know what I'm saying? If the mind is very powerful, you're gonna sit there and be looking at half naked women all day. Don't you think sooner or later that you're gonna want to pursue those half naked women, or pursue women that are going, you know what I'm trying to say, that are like promiscuous, or that are just willing to give out themselves and give out sex by the snap of your fingers? That's not a man I would want to be with. And that was like a concern for me as well, because it's just like I wanted to be able to be secure and not worry about these other women. And yes, that's where trust comes in, but at the same time, if you don't trust your partner, what's the point? And if he's not reassuring you and he's not giving you the security, what's the point? Because you're just gonna keep putting yourself through emotional pain, and you're gonna keep, you know, making your insecurities worse. And if he's not helping you to be like, you know what, babe, I know this is a concern for you, I know this is an issue for you, and I know you're not comfortable with the women that are on my social media accounts, you know what, I don't even know half of them, let me remove them. That is something that would make me feel secure. I'd be like, okay, like he doesn't care, like these aren't women that he cares for, that he has any relations to, or that he has no connection with. It's okay. Like, but if he's sitting here and, you know, as I said, he's doing everything on this list, you know what I'm saying, and then he has these women and he's not reassuring you, I can guarantee you that out of those 1,000, there's probably a couple hundred that he personally knows, or that he personally has had sex with, or that he personally wants to pursue. So that's a whole other thing. But I don't even know about all that. But yeah, he doesn't secure your insecurities about other women, but he wants security when it comes to return. But say now, if you go to work and you have like a good 3 guy friends that you actually talk to, and it's strictly friends, and anytime you're at work, he's like, yo, so is Tyrone there today? Are you guys working together today? Like, yo, don't talk to that man. Like, stuff like that is just like, hold on. But you have thousands of women on social media, and you're not securing me or giving me no sort of reassurance, but you want me to come and make you feel good about yourself and make you feel like I'm not talking to these men. Nah, don't do that, because you're not reassuring me. You're not giving me what I want. So don't expect the same in return, because clearly he's insecure about that. To say, you know what, she's a very pretty, beautiful, attractive girl, she has a lot to offer to the table, men are going to be interested in her, but I don't want no man to be interested in her. But look at me now, I'm attractive, I have all these other type of things, there's thousands of women that I could potentially F, but yet I'm not reassuring her. There's no equal there. It's just this. That's all give, no take. That's all take, no give. Like, don't be into no half-ass relationship. That's on some bull. But yeah, my queens and my goddies, that is my 10 ways to know that your man is cheating on you. I hope that it is of some assistance. I hope it's of some help. I hope that you can actually take these tips and use them and apply them to your life, and understand that these are like your warning signs. I think a lot of people underestimate warning signs, and they don't take it in until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So I pray and I hope that you guys actually use this to your advantage to get one up on these men. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a doormat for them. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what they're doing. Don't be the next one to fall for it. But anyways, once again, as I said, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share. So I'm getting used to this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.